I was wrong. In my new video, I theorized that Travis Scott was the bastard child of our hero, Papa Smurf. However, I realized that I made a major error in my research. The Reese's Puffs kid isn't Travis Scott, and Google lied to me. Apparently, the Reese's Puffs kid's secret identity the whole time was none other than a man known as William Lupo. Looking back, it was obvious. There's no way this child could be Travis Scott. Look at their face shape, their subtle body language. It's all very clear to me now. Papa Smurf would never reveal the truth. After I uncovered this fact, however, it made me think, if I was lied to about this, then what else was I lied to about? After digging and searching for answers, I believe I have uncovered a massive conspiracy involving Reese's Puffs and them using Papa Smurf to make a breakthrough in breakfast food that would shift the whole nation. This whole thing starts with what I stated a moment ago. Google lied to me. When I was researching for that video, and I looked at who was the Reese's Puffs kid, it told me it was Travis Scott. However, now I know it was William Lupo. This is how I first dipped my toes into this conspiracy. Soon after the truth was revealed, I double-checked to make sure my original theory still held up. I decided it did. Although, instead of it being our dearest Wanda Webster getting help from Papa Smurf, it was someone else. However, a quick glance at Google will show you that there is no sign or info on who this woman was. Nonetheless, I looked into it and I saw that William Lupo doesn't really show up outside of Reese's Puffs ads. This piqued my interest. Due to what I brought up in my previous theory, Papa Smurf used some of his Smurf magic to make her dream of having a successful baby come true, right? Who's to say that someone else didn't get involved in some way? Someone like a massive, well-known cereal company that wanted an ad campaign to rival all competitors. Something that would build a whole new generation of Reese's and make them the peanut butter chocolate cereal so creamy with a crunch. It's now my job to tell you exactly how they did it. Introduce you to Kenneth L. Wolf, the CEO of Hershey's Chocolate Company from 1994 to 2001. He was also the owner of Reese's Puffs cereal, which falls under the Hershey's brand. This makes him the center of this conspiracy. We don't know who the real Reese's Puffs kid's mother is. However, I believe it's safe to assume that she wasn't homeless and had some form of a job, or she wouldn't have the stability to want a child with Papi Patoofle. I might not have much to back this up, but I believe she had some connections, whether it be a job or an associate with the Reese's Puffs Corporation. Otherwise, she wouldn't have gotten her baby boy a job in that commercial. Even if she didn't work for them, who's to say she didn't need some extra money on the side and did something for them? I'm going to prove to you how this is the most logical explanation, and it can be seen in the 1982 Smurfs Christmas special. In said Christmas special, Papa Smurf and the gang are getting ready for the Christmas celebration. However, the little jackass, greedy Smurf ate the last Smurfberry that needs to go on top of the goddamn Smurfberry pudding, and they need to get a new one. In the process of this, they come across some lost kids in the woods that may or may not have a dead parent. The answer comes later, you'll see. They ask the Smurfs for help. Stuff happens and it could get pretty much summed up as some crappy wizard guy, not Gargamel, wants some magic thing that the kids have, and he gets help from Gargamel in exchange to destroy the goddamn Smurfs, once and for all. Now you're probably wondering why I'm giving a poor synopsis of this film. Well, for our purposes, the important part comes near the end, when everyone, including Gargamel, starts singing a song called Goodness Makes the Badness Go Away.
Goodness makes you happy every day. Stop it! Badness cannot start if there's goodness in your heart. Goodness makes the badness go away.
In order to defeat the evil wizard man, this seems harmless enough until you realize that they just wiped a man out of existence by singing a stupid song. This has massive power. If they have access to such a thing, what could possibly be stopping them from getting rid of any evil person they want, including Gargamel? Unless they want to keep him there. Unless they have something they're hiding. Something to gain. What if Reese's Puffs, owned by the Hershey's Company, knew about Papa Smurf's little secret child with a lost and lonely woman? What if they threatened him with such a thing getting loose, ruining his reputation? Let's say that good old Kenny made a deal with a certain wizard that if he worked for them, he could get some of that power he wanted so much. At that point, the Smurfs' battle with Gargamel was going on for a long time. Gargamel, the man who was willing to do anything, even lie to a child, to get even one Smurf, it wouldn't be out of the question to assume that he would make a deal with the Heritage Company if it meant a gang for him. That would explain why Papa Smurf is seemingly never on the offensive when it comes to Gargamel. He's always trying to protect the Smurfs from being taken and never doing something like destroying Gargamel with their song and stopping his crap once and for all. He knows that if he messes with Gargamel, the Reese's Corporation will let his little secret loose and ruin the lives of everyone in the village. Such a deal would also mean that they would have full reign over Papa Smurf's child and girl. Hell, who's to say he wasn't involved in this whole thing from the beginning, all to make Papa Smurf have a child that could rap so well that they could sell Reese's by the millions. I found the truth. I just wish I found it a little sooner, and that the Google machine did not lie to me. Subscribe.